All right, welcome in. Can't believe it. Here we go on a Tuesday, a $5 Tuesday over at WagerTalk.com. It is the best betting show ever. We've got more World Cup action here today. Another loaded slate in Major League Baseball. Father's Day weekend, the U.S. Open and golf. A little something for everybody heading in this week. And maybe the best gift of all is there's no press. So instead, we do get it didn't very much gift wrap, is it? We got BP back in the house because, quite honestly, BP, the amount of winners we were dishing out yesterday by popular demand, there is no reason. If it ain't broke, we don't fix it here on the best betting show ever. And we killed it yesterday. So it is a pleasure to see you, my man. Big question, though, in the world of the World Cup. A place that you dabbled in a little bit yesterday. We talked about some of those games, and we were laughing at Spain. Go like, oh, who wants to? Spain, that game's going to start early, and it's going to be a bloodbath. Wasn't a bloodbath very much there, was it?
No.
What the hell happened there is what I'd like to know.
I guess, look, it's just one of those things, right? In sports, even if you're not familiar with soccer, sometimes, it was a historic result, Cape Verde getting the draw. It was funny because I had it on and I kept yelling, I can't believe this. And my wife was off of work and she kept yelling, what is going on up there? I said, Spain still hasn't scored. It's unbelievable. And what do you know? They didn't score. Look, analytically, they won. I know Cavs coach Kenny Atkinson would probably point that out, Joe, but unfortunately, that doesn't matter. They still had to share the points. 0-0, 4 draws. Crazy. Yesterday. History was made across the board. Unfortunately for me, let's get this one out of the way because baseball was good yesterday, and we'll be talking a lot about that, I'm sure, in this program. But let's get it out of the way now that my best bet in the World Cup last night, unfortunately, did not win. I had Iran, win. And they had to settle for a draw. I should have known. We talked about it on the show yesterday. The price to fade New Zealand, I felt was right. I really, really felt that. But Iran conceding the early goal, didn't have that. Didn't have them conceding 2, I'll tell you that much. Wow. But hopefully, if you guys caught the show yesterday with Joe and I, did give out some free winners. We told you to bet the under in Uruguay, Saudi Arabia. That hit relatively easy. And Egypt, plus half a goal, was pretty easy against Belgium, Joe. They jumped out to the 1-0 lead and held on for a draw there. So excited to talk more World Cup today. I don't think we're going to get 4 draws again, but it was definitely a historic day for many reasons yesterday. Half the matches have ended level in a draw so far, 8 of the 16.
Kind of crazy, too, when you think about it. But a lot of people spend an awful lot of money, go to these games, and see no scoring. Woo! Oh, that was interesting, Spain, to say the least. How'd you do Major League Baseball last night? Had some interesting games, to say the least. What'd you go, 2-0?
2-0. We gave out one of the plays yesterday here on the show. The Washington Nationals said they had the big offensive edge over the Kansas City Royals. And guess what, Joe? They beat them 7-3. We also had the Diamondback late. So that was a 2-0 MLB sweep. That's 5-0 in MLB, our last 5. Number 1 last 3 days on the base pass. And, Joe, you go back to late April, 36-18, our last 54 Major League Baseball plays. That's 67%. Very proud of that.
Yeah, you're good to go. 2-0. 4-0 you and I yesterday in Major League Baseball, not to mention, I believe, we had a pretty good run there with our parlay of the day, in fact, where I gave out Arizona. That one. So, again, very profitable day yesterday, to say the least, here on the show. So that means, of course, that we have to hit another parlay of the day. No pressure here, BP. No pressure at all. But if you're going to look at a parlay of the day, what would your first leg be for us here today?
Let's go with Atlanta. They're north of -160 now against the Giants, but we'll throw them in a par. I think the price is fine at -1 if you just wanted to play them straight. But as part of a parlay, I think they're a great parlay piece. The Braves, Joe. In what regard are the Giants better than the Braves at anything when it comes to the sport of baseball? I know the Braves kind of had a rough last week, where they dropped 4 or 5 on the road. but they're 22-11 at home, which is now where they're back. San Francisco is one of the worst offensive teams in baseball. They did have a couple, big outbursts earlier this month. I don't think that happens here. Holmes, he's allowed 3 runs or fewer, 12 of his 13 starts this year. The one exception was at Coors Field.
Okay.
And here's the thing with Holmes. I know he doesn't go late. He doesn't go deep into games. He doesn't have to, Joe. The Braves have the lowest bullpen ERA in all of baseball. Starting for San Francisco today is Adrian Hauser. I could run through all the numbers, but I'll save you some time and just tell you this. He stinks. It doesn't matter what number you want to use. He's not good. Braves, first leg of the parlay of the day.
Can't argue with that. Looking for them to get back on track without a doubt there. Also, another interesting game coming up here. Boy, the Mets got absolutely destroyed yesterday, did they not? I mean, that was terrible. Although, let's face it, probably not going to get any better here tonight with Kodai Senga on the mound. But this certainly feels like it's a good opportunity. I mean, it's 9.5. It's probably going to hit 10, but it feels like runs are coming. The Mets had 3 bases loaded opportunities with 1 out in that game and couldn't score a run. I always like to back teams anyway that get shut out the game before. I think you're going to see some runs, especially with Singer on the mound. Yeah, this is going to be an offense that's going to be a whole lot of fun. This is going to be the highest scoring game on the board here tonight at the Great American Ballpark. So I'm going over with the Mets and Cincinnati there, BP. So there you got it.
I like that. I like that play quite a bit. Not only does Brady Singer stink, and by the way, he's got a 6.31 FIP. That is unconscionable.
Crazy. I agree.
Also, the Reds bullpen. Also awful. I mean, look, the Reds aren't going to score 12 again, Joe, probably, but they're not going to shut the Mets out again, to your point. This is a Reds bullpen with the 3rd highest ERA in all of baseball. Oh, yeah, the Mets are due to cross the plate more than a few times tonight, I would say.
I'm thinking that's exactly what's going to happen in more than one occasion here. I think you're going to get runs, and more runs. All right, so let's go now. Before we hit some business, let's get to our predictive markets here today, BP, because we do have, obviously, Major League Baseball and the World Cup coming up. But after results yesterday, probably a good idea to take a look at this, the market for the World Cup winner. France is going here today, like we told you. Spain, not a good show. Look, a lot of people jumping off the Spain bandwagon here already. Oh. What you have seen, has anything changed your mind here in this market where maybe we got some teams a little overvalued happening right now?
Look, the World Cup takes place only every 4 years, obviously, so some of you may have forgotten this. Allow me to remind you. Argentina won the last World Cup, Joe, as you recall, but they lost their first group stage match to Saudi Arabia. So the result for Spain yesterday was terrible, but it's not like it's something they can't overcome. Here's my question to you. All we're looking is to buy low. We beat that drum yesterday. It's not necessarily about them actually winning. It's just we want to buy low. My question to you is, and we'll talk about France in the World Cup rundown in just a few minutes, but if France looks good today against Senegal, do we think Spain's price comes down anymore if it's a good showing by the French this afternoon?
That's interesting.
If so, then I think we wait until tonight to buy Spain at what would probably be a pretty low price, because I think Spain will be fine ultimately. But now, if we don't think France, if you maybe think France struggles today against Senegal, and they very may well could, then okay, just 15%. I mean, I don't think Spain's going to go much lower than this. Do you, Joe?
No, I don't. I do not. And I think there is an opportunity here because they're much better than what they showed yesterday. But, it now could be the time. We always say buy low, sell high. But, listen, you got England coming up. We already saw it, by the way, Team USA make a pretty good run there in Group D. They got a big one coming up against Australia. And, again, a lot of these prices here, we're not about BP, right? We're not about actually hoping these teams win. We're hoping they win enough games to be able to get repriced. And it feels like if Spain, France, England, I mean, Germany, I don't know if they're going to score another 7 goals, but doesn't it feel like they're going to all win enough games to get repriced into the 30-cent bracket here at some point?
Yeah, it's funny you brought up Germany again. Yeah, I mean, look, you can't play Curacao every time out, which that's why they put on the back of the net 7 times. But when you scroll down there, I was like, "Ooh, that price on Germany looks a little low too." I mean, a
Yep.
lot of these contenders. England always gags. I mean, you would
Yep.
think. Here's the thing with England: they had their toughest group match is first against Croatia. I'm actually going to be talking about that tomorrow on Wager Talk today. I would not invest in them just yet in case of they share the points or lose there. But Brazil obviously is pretty low after the draw against Morocco. We'll be talking about Argentina a little bit later on as well. So yeah, there's a lot of teams. Again, if you think the price is only going to go up from here, it's still early. Buy low, guys. But I really did want to highlight Spain simply because what happened to last time's World Cup winners, Argentina, where they actually lost their first match and we're still, and the sky was falling that, oh my God, I can't believe they lost to Saudi Arabia. Well, what do? They come back and win the entire tournament. So we should not throw Spain onto the scrap heap of life is what I am saying here.
I kind of like that, BP, in a big way. And again, I do think still early enough to get in low here on some of these teams, although nothing is a given when Spain can't score any goals there against anybody. But should be a fun run anyway to watch this happen. Another very interesting market that, based upon the recent news, with Texas Tech and Sorsby now going to the supplemental draft. The question is, how many games is Texas Tech actually going to win now that I don't know, they've got a starting quarterback here in Hammond that's recovering from what, an ACL injury? And may be ready early in the season, may not be really. Then they got a freshman behind that. So what does Texas Tech do from a win total perspective now? You might be interested to know, BP, as we look at this schedule. I am fairly certain you could win games under center right now with Texas. What is going on? I mean, 11 or more wins, 12 wins. These are ridiculous numbers here.
Yeah, even in the NIL era, Joe. Sadly, I don't have any more eligibility left, and I never was much of an athlete. But look, these numbers you see right in front of you speak to the schedule. You and I were just kind of looking a little bit harder on the schedule. We had both remembered, even before all this Sorsby news took over the headlines, that, the book on Texas Tech coming into the year was what a weak schedule they had. So you and I were talking before we pressed record here and, just looked at the schedule, and it's, you hate to use this word, but it's a joke, kind of. I mean, it's just, I mean, the non-con is Abilene Christian, Oregon State, and Sam Houston.
Jeez.
Now, that said, 12 wins, which would be a perfect regular season if you want to throw those numbers back on the screen, Joe, I think was 27%.
Crazy.
Look
at that. Yes. 40 cents there to win 12.
Oh, okay. There, my bad. I saw the wrong number. I mean, I don't think they're going to look. These are still college kids at the end of the day. Anything can happen on any given Saturday. I don't think they're going to run the table with this quarterback situation, but it's crazy that Yes is still trading for 11 wins, 73 cents.
Wow.
I mean, is there a world where they lose? I mean, Joe, you looked at the schedule just like I did. Is there a world where this team loses 2 games?
No. I don't think, no. And that's the problem. That's the funny part about this with the whole Sorsby thing is that the sky ain't falling there. Abilene, their Big 12 games, the ones on the road. I mean, you still have Oklahoma State that's rebuilding. Who the hell knows what Baylor is going to be like here? But there's not a lot that scares you on that list. And just from a defensive perspective, which everything that I understand is they've loaded up once again on the defensive side here for Tech. Yeah. It's not like Hammond doesn't have experience. The question is he going to be healthy enough? But the market is telling you it doesn't matter who the quarterback for Texas Tech is this year. Don't get it. You're not finding value by fading Texas Tech necessarily. Sorsby not being available to this team has not moved this market in a direction that I thought it was going to. That tells you how bad the schedule truly is, BP.
Yeah, and you look at what could be a potential tricky road trip at Cincinnati, but it's in October. It's in October. If and it's one of those things that they had to go to Cincinnati where it doesn't get as cold as it does here in
Right.
Cleveland, but it could be a little chillier if they had to go there in November, late November. But they're not. It's October, so trust me, I've been there. I've been to Cincinnati in October. It's lovely that time of
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, no. Tech is
year.
going to win 11, 12 games, probably with their eyes closed, no matter who the quarterback is going to be there, BP. Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, Joe. We all couldn't buy LeBron's old house in Miami
That's a
like
good
you.
point.
So
That's true. It
okay, all
happens.
right.
That's
Okay.
all right. Well,
All right.
he actually rented mine, but that's a whole different story.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm kidding there. But we're good to go here, BP, because we do have Major League Baseball rundown. You got a couple of World Cup games you're going to break down for us here on the way out. But first, it is everyone's favorite time of the show. It's when we get to look at the Prez in a Speedo of some sort. Still not sure what that outfit is, but that means we got some business going on. And what do you have on a $5 Tuesday? Don't forget Customer Appreciation Day, so all bets $5 right now on our pages. What do you got up there for the fine folks watching?
yeah. My exclusive Vegas contacts told me that Prez was spotted in Sin City walking around in that very outfit last night. Don't quote me, but that's what I heard. But you can quote me on this, guys. As Joe just said, $5 Tuesday over at WagerTalk.com. I have a 4% MLB best bet that you can get, or you guessed it, $5. I mentioned at the top of the show, we went 2-0 on the Diamond last night, winning with the Nationals and Diamondbacks. That's 5 straight MLB winners. Number 1 the last 3 days at WagerTalk in baseball. Going back to April, 36-18. That's 67% of my last 54 MLB plays. I will let you guys know tonight's best bet. It is a total. I'm 28-15 with MLB totals this year, Joe. Very proud of that. We've gone a little more totals heavy this season, and it has absolutely paid dividends. So go to WT.Buzz/BP, guys, and pick up that 4% MLB best bet for just $5.
Way to go there, BP. Also locked, loaded, ready to roll here tonight with a Major League Baseball top play. $5. Both BP and I went 2-0 last night, by the way, on the plays. So now would be a good time to head over to WagerTalk.com. Visit BP's page, visit my page. Go grab those for $5 here today while we run down a couple of these games coming up in Major League Baseball today. All right, we had some shutouts yesterday. We told you the Mets were horrific. What about Miami? Trying to get back here tonight. Philadelphia, Luzardo on the mound here against Phillips for Miami. Do we think it's bounce back time for Miami here, BP?
No, I don't. I was really disappointed that they got shut out yesterday, Joe. I thought over 7.5 was the right call in that game. Phillies scored 7. Guess what? Over didn't hit because Miami didn't cross the plate one damn time.
No.
I got into it a little bit on the morning wager today. People could check that video out elsewhere here on the Wager Talk YouTube channel. But I think Luzardo has pitched much better this season than what some of the more traditional numbers are going to tell you, Joe. He's top 15 in Sierra, top 30 in strikeout walk ratio. Look at the advanced metrics. They're going to tell you that this guy is better than what some of those traditional numbers tell you. And oh, by the way, he has allowed 2 runs or less in 8 of his last 10 starts. Miami is not a good hitting team against lefties on the road. So I would expect Luzardo to dominate. If you want to lay the price with Philadelphia, I won't talk you off that one.
Dylan Cease in Toronto against Boston here tonight. Toll, the lefty there, the rookie's actually been very, very good. 7.5. I don't know if we're going to get a ton of runs in this game here. What do you think? At 7.5, will we be looking at an under here?
A great starting pitching matchup here with Cease and Tolle. Both guys are sub-3 in ERA and FIP. That's outstanding stuff. Cease, he averages 13.6 strikeouts per 9 innings, Joe. Those are Mizorowski-like numbers.
Yep.
The Red Sox, their bullpen, let's talk about them for a second. Lowest bullpen ERA in the American League. So I think runs will be scarce tonight in Fenway. Toronto, 27th in runs scored on the road. Boston, 28th in scoring at home. Can't believe how little the Red Sox have been scoring at home this season.
It's kind of crazy there. And then be careful with this one. Hunter Brown back on the mound for Houston tonight against Framber. who seems to have turned it around last couple of starts. 8, I'm even seeing 7.5 and 8s in the market, but I don't know. I usually don't like to go. Guys like Hunter Brown, first game back here, kind of risky. And listen, Detroit has gotten healthier over the last couple of weeks, hence why they've managed to win some games and score some runs. So what are we thinking here with Framber against Hunter Brown? Should have been, would have been the matchup of the night had Need not gotten hurt.
Yeah, we talked about this one on the morning wager. We do like the Astros, but your point is well made, and we, noted it on that show as well with Brown coming off the IL. Typically, that is not a spot where I want to back a pitcher, but Detroit scored a bunch of runs last night. Let's see you do it again, Tigers, because I don't think you can.
Yeah, I agree there. All right, some Major League Baseball there. Let's talk some World Cup rundown here, BP.
Oh!
Tell me what are we looking at here today with some of these matches? How sold are we across the board that no ties today?
Well, I don't know if there's going to be no ties, but let me see. I'm going to try to hit all 4 here in 2 minutes, Joe, because we don't start till 3 o'clock. So let's go. Senegal and France. Both teams to score. You only have to lay around -110. The both teams to score prop has hit each of France's last 5 matches, Joe. We know about their firepower, but Senegal, they've scored at least 1 goal in 12 consecutive matches themselves. I would say, if you're feeling a bit frisky, and I know, Joe, that from time to time you do, go with both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. That prop is at plus money, around +130. After all, France, their last 9 matches, they've all seen 3 or more total goals scored. They have scored multiple times themselves, 9 of the last 10. Norway and Iraq. How about 2 countries that can only be brought together by the World Cup? I did a detailed preview of this match here on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. Be sure to check that one out after you're done watching us here on Best Betting Show Ever. I like Norway, Joe, to go over the team total of 2.5. I know only 3 sides have gotten to 3 goals so far in this tournament, USA, Germany, and Sweden, but Norway's got Erling Haaland. They averaged an incredible 4.6 goals per match during qualifying. Iraq stinks. Algeria, Argentina, don't cry for me, Argentina. Also previewed this one on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. You get both previews in the same video, a little 2 for 1 there. I like under 2.5. I mentioned Argentina lost its group stage opener back in 2022. They will dominate possession here, but Algeria conceded only 2 goals over their last 6 matches, so lower scoring than expected. And then last but not least, Jordan and Austria. You want to stay up past midnight to watch this one, Joe? Of course you do. I think both teams to score could be in play here as well. Austria, kind of similar to Argentina, they do figure to dominate possession. And Jordan has conceded at least 2 goals in 5 straight matches. The question then becomes, if you're betting both teams to score, can Jordan get on the score sheet? Well, they have in 5 of their last 7 matches. That both teams to score prop currently plus money at the time we're recording.
All right, well, there you go, BP. Well done there. World Cup rundown, some Major League Baseball games, $5 Tuesday, and a big shout out to those of you hanging with us here on the Best Betting Show Ever. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button. Become part of that WagerTalk TV family. Drop the games, the plays, the future markets that you want to hear about in the comment section. Of course, we will cover them here. BP's like a bad rash. He'll be around all week long giving these World Cup advice out. Well, yeah, sort
maybe
of.
not tomorrow.
Got the maybe Thursday. But
Art tomorrow?
Art should be back tomorrow. He had to miss today, but Art will be back tomorrow. We'll have, of course, all the sharp moves for you and what's going on. But in the meantime, we're just dishing out winners here, BP. We're just dishing them out like this. 1, 2, 3. So we appreciate you guys hanging with us. Don't forget, he's got a $5 Major League Baseball top play up. So do I. Go over there right now, WagerTalk.com. Go pick those up. Both of us have been crushing it. No reason to leave a winner out on the table there, BP. So good luck with the plays tonight. As always, BP, we will see you somewhere around here. Like I'm telling you, it's, they make a cream for it, but he's a bad rash. He'll be back. Trust me, folks. Enjoy, BP. We'll see you, man.